Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Come on in. Come on in to the Dating Diaries on a beautiful hump day. I am your host, Crystal XO. This, of course, is the Dating Diaries. And one half of the Dating Diaries is Christal XO. The other half, of course, is the one and only Scorpio Moe. What's
Oh,
up?
what up? What up, y'all? Not bad. What's happening? Happy Wednesday, people. Happy Wednesday, Crystal.
Happy Wednesday. What is going on over there? Are you because you look like you're indulging. What's you got wine and cigar?
Got a little wine, cigar. I ain't had a cigar in about 2 weeks. So just some wine in this wine down Wednesdays. Why not?
Okay. I just feel like it's a vibe. It's a vibe happening over there. I see you got your it's the eve of Halloween and you got the pumpkin shirt on. No, I mean you got because I was thinking like we should probably have dressed up. That would have been cool to have like some type of maybe next year.
Yeah, but definitely next year. Coincidentally, the orange, but it's divine intervention, or not divine timing. Divine timing.
Yeah, and it's also a fall color. You know, it's one of the it's a fall color, and we are in fall, so
Very festive. Yes.
Yes. Man, how's your week been so far?
Uh Interesting. Got a lot accomplished today. I'm on vacation all week, so
Oh,
technically
nice.
I've been working. Doing other things, staying busy. That's the key. Stay busy.
Okay. I don't mind is the devil's workshop.
And there you have it. What about you? I know you got a lot going on. I think you just came back in town not too long ago,
I
right?
got back in town today.
Oh,
I went to Jackson, Mississippi to hang out with the Bell Collective, the ladies from the Bell Collective. Um, yes, I should have put this picture up, but I'll post the pictures later, but I had a good time interviewing the ladies. Bell Collective comes on Friday at 8. So you guys tune in. Friday is going to be a great show. I cannot wait for Friday. I mean, tonight's going to be fun as well. But Friday, we are going to get all up in Love is Blind. And also we're going to talk about the Bell Collective, which comes back on Friday. Latrice does live in Jackson. In fact, I went to Latrice and Cliff's new restaurant called Taste, which is very nice, very very nice.
okay.
And then across the street is Goddess Length. So
What is that?
it's her weave emporium.
Okay.
Yeah. So she has a weave location where you can go in and get your bundles, and then across the street they have Taste, which actually, and I told her this because so many people on reality shows have, hey Colton, so many people have restaurants or places, places of business, and when you go there and they're not filming, sometimes it's not as nice, but their restaurant was very very nice. It actually is like a restaurant and lounge, and it has an event space on the other side. Very very nice. And for anyone who has not seen my interview with Latrice on being, an entrepreneur, she cleared up the rumors that people were saying that she was, got with Cliff and he was like her sugar daddy. Not true. But anyway, we're not going to get into that tonight. Tonight is Dating Diaries, but definitely I had a good time with the ladies, Latrice, Letitia, Aikisha, so Gucci. There's a new Belle, which is Selena, who is was the ex-wife of JJ. And also, I guess Selena had a really big following from when she was on Bring It. Her daughters were on a dance show that was on a reality show on Lifetime years ago. But it was a good time. It was
Can I ask the age demographic of these ladies? I'm just curious.
These ladies are in their 40s.
Cool. Okay.
They're in their 40s. They're, late 30s, 40s. There's also, now I'm telling you guys, they brought back Antoinette, which is the dentist. And she was in the very first season of Bell Collective. And she said she built everything. I can't wait to share, the video and to talk about it on Friday. But for today, we are talking about it's dating diaries, as always, dating diaries. And I thought it would be fun to talk about before we get started, but instead of doing a dating disaster, dilemma, or deal breaker. What's up, G-Pop? G-Pop is in the building. Oh, I do have to say that so this past weekend, because I haven't been here with the family, you guys, I missed Monday. I've got family all around me right now. My mom, my brother moved in. Adrian and I went to Tennessee this past weekend, and he has a new grandson. His grandson's name is Hendrix. He's adorable. We got there. She was, in the process. The next morning, she had the baby. We went back up to the hospital, and Adrian was so happy with oh my gosh.
Congratulations. That's dope.
He was could I tell you guys, my husband is going to be the biggest pushover for the grandchildren in the world. So they gave the babies in the little incubator, they give him a shot, and Adrian starts tearing up because the baby was crying. The baby cried like, how they do, just a few minutes, not even a full minute. And Adrian was like, I didn't like her doing that.
Right.
Ridiculous. I already know whatever the kids want, we're probably going to go broke with the grandkids. But it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. His daughter was the most upbeat, excited, pregnant person in labor I've ever seen in my life. But it was a beautiful thing. Life is beautiful.
No, it sounds like a dope moment. Okay.
Yeah, a lot to be thankful for. And yeah. So speaking of a lot to be thankful for and moments, I thought we would talk about or share, and I would love to see in the chat, you guys let us know. Hopefully I don't know where everybody's at. We're lagging. Our people are not. I see you, Marriott. Thank you for coming and catching the live.
What up, Julie, Marriott, Gumball? I see y'all.
So I thought we would talk about our most memorable Halloween costume for tonight.
Gotcha.
And have you ever went to a Halloween costume party on a date?
Yes, I did.
Perfect. Let's start with you. So what?
It was bad. I don't even get into that. It was bad though.
That's good. That makes for a great story.
Bad on what was bad? Yeah, it wasn't good. It was actually last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really locked in now. Share with us. It's the same space, Scorpio Moe.
I mean, it wasn't nobody I was into like that anyway, but it was just their behavior was just, to me, it was a little like, come on, carry yourself better than that. But
what happened?
What
happened? Share with us.
They were just a little out of line and how they were moving, and I was just like, huh? And but I will tell you this.
Okay, first of all, you're not giving us information.
Because
what were you dressed as, and what was your partner dressed as?
Slick Rick.
You were dressed as Slick Rick.
Yeah. I had the chain, I had the suit, I had the eye patch. What else did I do? I bought a whole bunch of rendered costume jewelry from Amazon, and it was all around but I don't even like that one.
No, what was she? Stop. What was she dressed as?
Some bullshit. Bull stuff. I don't know, because it was like a Marvel character. I don't keep up. I don't know.
How do you not know though? But you guys were going together. How did you not coordinate?
Because I'm not into the sci-fi Marvel stuff, and they were, and people recognized who she was, or they asked her, "Were you such and such?" And she was like, "Yeah," and they was like, "Oh, I kind of thought that," because
obviously look like. This story, you got to give us. Usually, you're a good storyteller. Today, you suck.
At a date, and it wasn't like a date, but we went there, but it was bad. But
what made it bad, Mo?
No, it's because we got into an argument on the way. I'm like, why am I even arguing with this bro? This ain't even my chick. I just went to the thing with her, but I just thought she was out of pocket. But
what did she do? You cannot say this and not give us nothing.
It feeds into something else that I don't want to do. It feeds into two other things that I don't want to do. I probably shouldn't have brought it up. But I won a Halloween costume when I was in 6th grade. I won a contest. That was somewhere. A friend of ours had a Halloween party. His mom's threw it.
Uh-huh.
Of all people, I was dressed as the Incredible Hulk. I don't know why I picked that.
I'm gonna refrain.
You can go ahead and say
it. See, you guys, he baited me. He's baiting me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
But it was only because I was playing football at the time. So I used my shoulder pads, had a bunch of green paint. I cut up some pants at the knees, and I just was like, in front of the judges, and I won, and my name was in the paper the next day.
Now, how old were you when you did this?
Oh, how old are you in the 6th grade?
Oh, that's a sweet man. Okay, I thought you meant this. You did this as a grown man. Okay, great. 6th grade. So that's like 12.
Yeah, for me, it's probably 12. That's it. About 12 or 13, because the way my birthday falls, I'm like, but that's it.
That's cute. Okay, that's cute. So you put a lot of pads in there?
Well, I couldn't do much with the arms, but I put my shoulder pads from football.
That makes sense.
Over a flannel shirt, cut off some pants at the knees.
That's creative.
And adds a bunch of green paint. I couldn't even get it off, all the way off. I went to school with green paint, or whatever it was. Not the next day. I think I woke up the next day. I just remember green paint the next day. I didn't get it all off, but I did. My name was in the paper.
Okay, and this was when you were in Connecticut.
Correct. Yup.
Well, I had asked Gun Boss for his Halloween most memorable costume, because we did actually dress up one time since we've been together.
And the dressed up couple or just individual outfits? We
have to do that next time. I'm not really a Halloween person, but we went to a friend of ours had a Halloween party, and I was a troll, and he was just like a scary monster. There is a special guest tonight for Dating Diaries. How did you know that, PR Envy? Do you have some intel? We do have a special guest coming on in just a bit.
We didn't announce that, did we?
We did not, but PR Envy seems to have some intel. Yes, we have a guest coming in just a minute. But but Adrian said his most memorable when he was in the military.
Okay.
He went to the Velvet Room dressed as a drill sergeant, but it appears that he went in his regular work clothes. Went straight from work to Atlanta. So he was in his drill sergeant clothes from the military, and he went to the party probably in the most authentic costume ever. I wonder, Gun Boss, do women, because we always hear that women like uniforms, right? So when he and I first met, he was out of the military. I've never seen him dressed in his military uniform.
You see, right?
Hey, you 7 her 3 said, can you do that? I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't think he probably was supposed to on for play in the club. But I wonder, Adrian, do women respond to the Army uniform? Is that like a sexy thing? I'm wondering.
In the uniform, right?
What?
You've seen pictures of him in the uniform, though, right?
I have seen pictures of him in the uniform, but I just, I've never seen it in real life. Yeah.
Now, when I had my UPS uniform, ain't nobody do that shit for me. I'm just saying. I never worked for UPS.
I was like, what's up, C-Dub? Ladies, do you all think that men in uniform are sexy? Because I know a lot of women. One year I dressed up as, not especially if you wear it well.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Gun Boss. All right, calm down, sir. Because he told me this weekend that when he was in the military, a lot of women, which I already knew, a lot of women were attracted to him, and so he would get a lot of favors because they thought he was cute. Tierra Monique says she loves seeing the man in uniform. All right, Gun Boss.
Okay. Okay.
Mary said does nothing for her. I don't think I've never been like that. I don't think so. I think I did dress up as a sexy police officer one time, but I have a bad story. I have a bad dress up story.
I would like to hear
it. I have a bad story. So you guys, I think I've shared. I cheered, right, when I was younger, and that was something I really enjoyed. So when I went to college, the second year of school, I ended up getting pregnant. Now, my girlfriends were going to a Halloween party. I went to University of Oklahoma, and that was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. Um, it was a whole lot going on at that school when it came to Halloween. But I didn't have a costume and I wasn't going to go because I was pregnant. Now, Halloween is on October 31st.
That is a fact.
My due date was November 21st. No, it was November 17th.
So you was due.
I was due. I was at capacity. And I didn't want to go. But my girlfriends were like, come on. Now, when you're in college and you're pregnant, you are not really, you're pregnant, but I mean, you're still moving around. I was still, me and, my ex were still having a good time. And I ended up going to the Halloween party, but this is when it's bad. And I don't know why my friends allowed me to do this. I didn't have a costume because I didn't plan to go, but they talked me into it. And the only thing that I had was my high school cheerleading outfit.
This is already bad.
I don't know why they would let me do that. So I went, and they encouraged it. I went to the Halloween party that took place on Halloween right before I was going to give birth. I actually could have gone into labor.
Very much so.
In a cheerleading outfit. Now, just to give you all context, I did pull this. Now, I don't have a picture of me that night because I did not take pictures, I don't think. But this is me in the outfit prior.
Oh, man.
So that was me in high school.
This was the same outfit.
It is the same outfit. I put on that sweater and the skirt, and I had the pom-poms. But I had a pregnant belly.
Were you able to? Well, obviously, you were able to fit it.
Yes, I was able to fit it because my first pregnancy, I didn't really gain much weight. I was tiny with a belly. I mean, small with a belly. I could still wear the outfit. It just, the sweater was actually extended. And the skirt probably was riding up a little higher. I don't know why I would do that.
Your friends had no creativity.
They didn't. And I don't know why. Now, later they laughed about it, but in the moment they were like, come on. And I just, because that's the only thing that I had there. I don't even know why I had my outfit there.
What they were supposed to do was lift your stomach up, paint it orange like a pumpkin, and then you show up. That's your stomach.
Why? I cringe whenever I think about that, especially when you consider how due I was. It was bad. It was bad.
Oof.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends was Aaliyah.
Oh Lord.
The other one was Lady Godiva, and she just had on like a body stocking with hair that came down and covered up her chi-chis, and
that's what I don't like.
What?
I noticed that Halloween is whole season. But let me clean that up. I mean, you're able to really dress like you wanna for that day.
You know what? I do think that women, and I will admit, except for when I was the pregnant cheerleader, that is just horrible. But I was a Playboy bunny before, and then a sexy police officer. I do not know why women always do the sexy costume.
They've been dying to do it, but they ain't really got no real reason because they aren't really like that. But to tap into the inner person.
Are you saying the inner hoe? Is that what you're saying?
I would like to say that, yes. They step out there and that's their day, boy. That's their day to shine that light on their home. Just the one day.
I don't know. I did hear guys say that girls do. I don't know why. You all let us know in the comments, what was your most memorable Halloween costume?
Do you remember your first one? I remember my first one.
I will say I do remember my first one because my mother, and my family, we did not celebrate Halloween. We would go to church. We would go to a fall festival, and I believe I was Esther from the Bible.
I thought you were about to say Esther from Sanford.
Only you would think that. Only you would think that. And boss, I don't know if my mom has the uniform or what. I don't know. The uniform is probably gone. No, I know it's gone.
Has the uniform?
I couldn't know. Gun boss asked me to sell the chili uniform.
Oh.
And I couldn't fit it now anyway. But okay. Hey, you 703 says, I'm a teacher and today I dressed up as a high schooler. My Lyft driver was convinced and concerned. He thought I was too young to be getting a ride. That's cute. Okay. Now, how did you dress? Hey, you said, what did you put on that was a teenager? Like what clothes meant you were a teenager? I want to know what that outfit looked like.
I know you got pictures. Send them pictures to Christal. I want to see.
We would.
I want to see.
You want to give her a hard time. Yes, Queen Esther. I was Queen Esther because in the Bible, there are only so many women. You're only going to be Mary. I didn't want to be Ruth. There were a lot of people that were Ruth. I did not want to be Ruth looking for Boaz.
I'm not going to lie. How cheesy is it? There going to be people.
What? Hey, you 703 says, I grew up in a household that passed out Christian tracts. I told Mo.
Christian who?
Christian tracts. I did. In fact, speaking of Christian tracts, there was a hip hop. There was a hip hop song called Bible Break. I will send it to you.
I don't want to hear. Oh God, forgive me.
I will send it to you.
Oh man,
I will send it to you. No, it was called Bible Break, and it was like, and I remember it. Praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break, and then it would go into the books of the Bible.
See, Boogie, you hear this? C-Dub, you hear this? Come on now. Oh goodness.
Look, this is what it was. I'm telling you, it was good, and I remember the books of the Bible because of the Bible Break. Anyway, on Halloween we were jamming out to Bible Break.
I bet y'all were.
Oh, okay. You said you wore your Letterman jacket and athletic gear. Okay, I was wondering if you were gonna have like something on that kids wear today. I'm like, I wouldn't even know what a teenager dressed like today. Anybody else got something for us? Come on.
Hey,
what's your most memorable Halloween costume?
My first one was remember the old plastic costumes with the eyes cut out?
Yes.
I had a thing, Spider.
Yes.
I had a thing for Spider-Man. I remember that. And there's a picture somewhere. I have it, and I'm like this, like Spider-Man shooting the web.
Oh my God.
And I was in love with Spider-Man. I just thought he was the coolest. That was my first one. I don't remember that and Incredible Hulk and Slick Rick I did last year. That's it. I don't remember nothing else.
That is funny. That the Spider-Man. So my son, when he was, I've always said, like, you know how that now they say people identify as a certain thing. If I believe that, my son told me when he was like 4 that he was Spider-Man. He identified as Spider-Man. And if I had said, okay, his identity would have been, he would have been a trans spider person. But so we had bought him this suit, and it had and so he would just come around the corner and go, gotcha. And nothing would come out, but he would act like he did. So then as when your kid's 4, they start to grow. And so he grew, and he just had these long, skinny legs, and the Spider-Man costume started to rise. He would not let it go. He would not wear a new one. It was so tight. It was cutting up, and he would just still have it on underneath his clothes. And he probably wore it for like a year. He loved that Spider-Man suit. He would just be lurking behind doors and staircases and gotcha, mommy, gotcha. You got me. I'm tied up. Spider-Man is a favorite. You know what? So you guys know I represent TLC. Every year, there are so many young girls that dress up as TLC. And in fact, I'm thinking like I probably because my girlfriends in college, that probably would have been something we had done if I hadn't have been pregnant. But yeah, so it's always interesting to see the little young kids dress up as.
That's what they do now. Like, I
Yeah.
give generation credit. Like, they dress up like TV characters. I see a lot like Jerome from Martin.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
What was the Otis?
Oh, security guard. So I saw Holly Bailey dressed up, dressed up as Holly Berry
See?
in the James Bond movie, which I thought was cool.
See?
Sierra dressed as Glorilla.
See?
Which,
I think that's dope what they do. We didn't do that.
no, we didn't go to the extent because everything wasn't so people go all out with the costumes.
Well, it wasn't a lot of us on TV and visual like that. Now they got more to pick from than we did.
That's true. Tierra Monique says, I was a sexy black cat.
Sexy.
I wore a see-through black spandex shirt with black spandex leggings and black knee-high boots.
I bet you.
And a tail and ears. See, Tierra, it does sound like
the saying. But you did.
It does. You got to look. You got to go to Sierra's page and see her dressed as Glorilla. Really, the funny part, because you can't really tell with the outfit, is that she tries to mimic Glorilla's accent, which is hilarious.
I like that.
I would love to see you as a pimp with a gold suit. I believe that because that's the energy with which you walk around on a daily basis is the pimp talk. But you know what? Our guest for tonight is here. So let's bring our guest in. We got a very special guest. And it is Laron.
What up, though? What's good with y'all?
What up, though? Laron, what's good? How are you?
Man, life's been great, man. No complaints.
Having
a good time.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Fresh out of the into cuffing season. Laron, are you cuffed up? Let's give us an update before we get into asking you a whole bunch of other questions. Give us an update on the cuffing portion of your life.
Cuffs? Nah, I'm out here dating though. This is Dallas, but you know what I mean. I'm dating. I'm not cuffed up yet. Meaning I'm finding.
What does your roster look like now, Laron?
You trying to get hard? You trying to get this man?
Hey, look,
no.
trying to get me jammed up.
What?
He said he's dating and he's not cuffed up. So I'm trying to figure out what it looked like.
Crystal trying to get me jammed up.
No, okay, Laron. All right, so you're not cuffed up, but you are out. You're out in those Dallas streets.
Yeah, you know, still in the streets, having a good time.
Laron, what was your most, have you ever gone on a date with a girl to a Halloween party before?
I actually just went on one last weekend.
Okay.
This weekend just passed, yeah.
Okay, so tell us, so we got to hear, what were you dressed as and what was she dressed as?
So that's how the date actually started. She needed help finding a costume, so we went across town trying to find her a costume. She ended up settling as like a fox from because the theme was video game characters. Oh, so she settled for like a fox from Animal Crossing.
Okay.
I was dressed up as devil. You know, I got to stay on theme.
Right.
But no, we had a great time.
What is your most memorable costume?
I think the one I had the most fun with was one of those costumes. Okay, it was like a blow up costume where like the alien was carrying me. It's from like Spirit Halloween. I think that was pretty fun, man. Like I had a good time with that. Got a lot of laughs.
That sounds cool. I remember I went to the Gold Room here in Atlanta had a real big Halloween party, and there was this guy that had this huge contraption. It was just huge, and it was like a giant carrying the person, and it was really cool.
I always think those are funny, man.
Yeah, those are funny. I was a flapper that year. Again, women are always looking for an opportunity to be sexy.
I can't tell.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'm not dressing up. I'm not dressing up tomorrow. You were penny proud. So Tina Bree says, I dressed up as a housewife with a green mask on my entire face, Tweety Bird PJs and shoes, pink rollers, and a big blue robe. That sounds like when Martin was like freaked out about getting married and he was thinking that Gina was going to like, remember that scene?
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. That's hilarious. All right. Well, Laron, before we get into tonight's conversation on the Dating Diaries is all about what is your definition of cheating? What constitutes cheating? Is it emotional? Is it physical? Is it oral? Is it what is the definition of cheating? But before we get into that, we have to ask every guest that comes on the Dating Diaries for your either a dating disaster, a dating dilemma, or a dating deal breaker.
You go.
So you got to give us like, you don't have, I mean, obviously you don't have to name names, so we need either like a horrible date and why it was horrible,
right?
Or a deal breaker of why you would not date someone, like a deal breaker. I can't remember what Mo and I gave deal breakers last time. I know I'm not going to date someone that smokes at all.
Oh, just at all.
I'm not into that. Or a dating dilemma. Like if there was a time that you were trying to figure out, should you date someone if like they had dated your friend back in the day? Sometimes
we don't do those. That's against the bro code.
Y'all be violating bro code all the time.
They damn sure do.
I try not to. It gotta be like some years. Like it can't be nobody fresh. But I think the worst date I ever been on, this was a while back. I probably was like maybe 23, 24. I told this chick to meet me at this steakhouse, you know what I mean? And I got a little bread, just got out of college, got a little money in my pocket, feel like I could splurge a little bit. Then I showed up and she had like her nephew there. And I was just like, who the fuck is that? Like, the kid was like maybe 6. And I'm like, what's going on? And she was just like, this is my nephew. I couldn't get away from him, da 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 da. And I was just like, in my head, I'm like, I hope she don't think I'm paying for this little boy food, bro. I hope. If I do, he better order some chicken wings and fries. He ain't getting no steak. You know what I mean? So that was pretty bad for me because it was just like, who does that? You know what I mean?
That's wild. That's wild. What ended up happening? Did you pay for him?
I paid for him. The little boy was actually a little cool. You know what I mean? So I was just like, all right. He wasn't like bratty or nothing. So he was cool. I ended up paying. It was only like maybe 14.
How long did it take for you to get over the, like, was it 10 minutes, 30 minutes, like for you to adjust? Because I know it's certain stuff to talk about now. You can't say it in front of a little man.
You know what I mean? It took me like at least a little 20 minutes because I'm just looking at him like, man, what?
Right.
Why is he here? You know what I mean? Like, and then like it would have been one thing, I guess, if it was her son, even though I definitely wouldn't have been feeling that. But like, yo, nephew, like you could have just like rescheduled. You feel me?
Right.
You could have just rescheduled. I would have been okay with that. But it took a minute. He started talking, and I was like, all right, this little kid, like, he got good grades. He was playing basketball in school and everything like that. I was like, all right, he was a good kid. So I ended up not knowing it.
You're an undercover sweetheart, Laron.
No, not me. Don't tell the people that.
So did you take her out again after that?
Oh yeah. I had to take her out. I had to see it. You know what I mean? I'm already invested at this point. I just spent money on you and your nephew. I need a little ROI.
Wow. Well, that is definitely interesting. Did she just not want to cancel the date? Did she explain why she did that?
Yeah, she said she just really wanted to see me. She felt like if I didn't, if she would have canceled it, I probably would have never tried to see her again. I am big on like, when I first meet you, you really only got like one strike in the first month or two. You got like one strike with me. I'm not a 3-strike person. Like first time you mess up within the first month or two, maybe even 3, like I'm gonna just chalk it because I already know you on BS. So why waste my time?
But
So
is that
you
is
have
that, is that
What happened?
no, I was saying you do have deal breakers then
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a lot of deal breakers.
in that process. Okay.
Yeah.
give us some of those deal breakers, Laron?
I don't like being initially needy. I do like my women to like need me, but not initially just being a little too needy.
Too neat, right.
You know, I'm still on that no kids wave.
I
Still on
want you
that.
to stay there. I think you should stay there.
Yeah. I just think you got to be in some. I do have an income level because I just feel like the kind of lifestyle that I live, I would want someone who can enjoy that lifestyle with me and not only just take but contribute. It's not like super high. Like you don't even have to make as much as me. It's just you got to make something. You know what I mean?
What is the limit that what is the bare minimum that you would not go underneath?
I think somebody at like 60. I think that's fair, especially with someone with like a college degree. They should at least make like 50, 60.
So you want to make you don't want to date someone that doesn't have a college degree.
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying because as long as you don't sell sex, I don't really care how you make your money. But I think most people who I get along with, or at least if you don't have a college degree, you better read because I need to have like stimulating conversation.
That's
So
fair.
I don't, you got to have something to talk about other than just I like to go shopping, I like to drink, I like to go out to eat. You know what I mean? So at least for me.
I think that's fair. I don't think that's hard. I think that we were having a conversation a couple of weeks ago about there are a lot of girls that have said they don't want to date blue collar guys. And I think that it's not necessarily about what the person does. I think it's about who they are. So if they are an electrician, but they are very well read and they keep up on current events and they have a curiosity about things and they can actually have a conversation, then it really doesn't matter. It shouldn't really matter how they earn their living as long as it's more about them being open to, reading and being, just on the same page.
Yeah, because I mean, that might just be somebody's passion. And you can look at, I know one of the things me and my friend Ethan, we talk about, like, is like when we get towards retirement age, we want to just like teach, you know what I mean? Just to give back. It doesn't mean like I wasn't able to amount all these dollars in my life. It's just when I get older, I want to give back. It's at that point, it's not just about the money. It's about contribution to society. So,
nice.
Somebody wants to be an electrician. I don't think there's enough electricians or plumbers and things of that nature. And sometimes they make pretty good money depending on what city they're in.
A lot of times they do because people are always going to need an electrician and a plumber. There's no time that those jobs would not be in demand. Well, let's get into tonight's conversation. Tonight's conversation is what is the definition of cheating? I decided to talk about this because I saw a clip. Mo and I go back and forth with memes all the time. And so there's a clip of Shaq doing a podcast. And he basically says, I'm not cool with a girl going through my phone because as long as I'm with you and I'm coming home to you every night, who do you care? Why do you care about the conversations I'm having? And the female host was like, well, there's a such thing as an emotional affair. And Shaq said he's like women make up new definitions of cheating and he's not with it. So he feels like he's not considering that cheating. So I wanted to hear, especially from guys. So I'm glad we have Laron here tonight.
Absolutely.
What do you think for you? And we're talking about what would make you uncomfortable with your significant other, and then we'll talk about what you would be comfortable doing because a lot of times we put more stipulations on the other person than we have on ourselves, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well,
How do you feel about that?
I think Shaq's viewpoint comes from the fact that he's a multimillionaire. I am not a multimillionaire, so I can't get away with that. But I think my definition of cheating is just the intent. If you're entertaining people, you know, you sending messages back and forth or just like entertaining it, like that's cheating, like to me, because you know, it's almost kind of like pre-cheating because you're okay, you're just checking the temperature. It's like, okay, I'm with this guy, everything's good now. I'm still checking the temperature, seeing what's up in the street, just in case when I need to make my exit, I can make a little smooth transition. So it's just the intent. Like you shouldn't be, and I get it, you know, Instagram and you know what I mean, especially if you got a bad one, Instagram's gonna be Instagram, but like I don't think it's entertaining it, you know. It's one thing to say thank you, but it's just to keep the conversation going and stuff like that. I think that's like you definitely checking the temperature at least.
So because you actually had a situation while, you know, we all know Laron from Ready to Love. So you had a situation where you went out with a young lady and you felt like she was having too much conversation with other guys, because sometimes there are people that we all know are attracted to us, but we may not be attracted to them, right? So where do you draw the line if a girl is out with you? Like, I guess let's go back over that situation, because with you were like, well, if you came here with me, you shouldn't be talking to other guys. And I know Mo and I have talked about that as well. Like, you know, if a girl is, you know, giving another guy compliments and she's on a date with you, it's not necessarily cheating, but it may be inappropriate behavior.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Inappropriate behavior. I like that one. Okay. Well, and I hate to touch back on this situation because I'm definitely over it. But that situation, it was more so there was a lot happening at one time. And if people think I'm tripping, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? Because I know where I'm from, a lot of people would have did a lot differently and a lot more. But it was the conversation, it was the proximity, and it was just what all was going on. Because remember, mind you, we're still filming the show at the time. And we got other cast members there. So now when I go to the bathroom, you all up in this dude's face getting his number, you got them looking at me like I'm crazy, especially when I'm paying for everything tonight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now you got me looking like, because I don't know how it is in Atlanta, but Dallas is a real sugar baby city. So now you got me looking like I'm some type of trick. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot going on. I'm glad it came out that she admitted on Lil Kojo's podcast that I did not call her a bitch.
Yeah.
And I actually heard it from from that other girl. And she admitted that I didn't call her a bitch, and what was going on the show was not real. So I'm glad she admitted that. But yeah, that was just, to me, it was just too much, because at the end of the day, whether I'm with you or not, there was another incident when we went to Lil Baby's concert when there was girls coming up to me, hugging me, and I was making sure that I was like hitting them with the stiff arm, like, hey, you can't really do that because I'm here with somebody. You feel me? So it's just all about respect. And if that is her friend, whatever, she should have been like, oh, because I came back from the bathroom. She's like, oh, this is da 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 da. I would have dapped him up and said, oh, what's good, man? You want to take a shot? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, because I mean, I don't trip for no reason.
Yeah.
I trip, but I don't trip for no reason.
Well, and sometimes there's like the unspoken thing that everybody knows what that is. It's just that the other person is like, oh, well, you can't prove it. But I definitely think if you are out, and I know for me and Gun Boss and I were at an event one time, and there was a guy that has, you know, that has tried to talk to me and been flirtatious with me, and he didn't want to be introduced to Gun Boss. Right. He didn't want to. He was like, he came over there and I introduced him, but he didn't really have much to say. And then Adrian was like, I could tell, you know, his energy, but I'm always very quick to be like, oh, this is such and such, because I do feel like you have to make sure. I feel like in a relationship, other people are not going to respect your significant other unless you do.
Exactly.
Because I have seen it go the other way, where if you come up to your significant other, if I walk up to Adrian and he's talking to a girl and he doesn't introduce me,
right,
we got a problem. We got a problem.
people,
You know what I mean? Like, it's a problem.
people tell that they know it. Like the guy, he told on himself of what his view on you was or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's funny because like afterwards, like, you know, the dude in question got the yapping and said a couple of things, and it was exactly what I thought it was. Like, chicks don't understand, like, I don't know how it is in Atlanta, and I'm not speaking for anybody else's area. I'm just speaking for Dallas, okay? How it is in Dallas. Dudes would purposely try to talk to the chick you with just to be like, hey, yo, dude was in the bathroom. I went up and, you know what I mean? I got this girl number. She entertained. Now, yeah, that dude a simp. He a simp, you know what I mean? Like, everywhere. And then he'll brag about, like, oh, I got his girl. And that's what dudes do out here. Like, it may be different where y'all at. It may be different. It may be a different age group, maybe different, but it's just.
Not the age groups, like, Mo, he tried us.
No, not you. I'm talking to the audience. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm talking to the audience. I know, I rock with y'all a long way. I was just talking to the audience. It may be different where y'all at and the situations y'all be in Dallas.
It's everywhere. Trust me. They do it here. They wait till you go to the bath. That's how you know, because I'd rather you come up while I'm here and say whatever. Yeah. That's how you know. It's the sneaky stuff. Or walk up, because now, with, you know, before, you know, in me and Christal's time, that you have to get a pen, you have to have paper, you have to write it. Now it's just like, boom, what's your Instagram?
And that's all it takes, because I don't even need your number.
You see what I'm saying?
I hit you on Instagram, like a few pics, you see my lifestyle. Now you kind of intrigued.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Now I was to the story on Mo, and I wasn't there, but he told me about it, which I thought was crazy. He told me that he was with a girl on the dance floor and another girl slid her number in his pocket.
Oh, I believe it.
That is so disrespectful.
I believe it. The game is dirty. Like, everybody thinks the game is played by rules and everything is fair. And nah, the game is dirty. Like, if people see what they want and it's like, I'm going to go get what I want, I don't care about the next person. At least, you know what I mean? That's how I think. And I know that's how others do.
So have you tried to holler at someone's girl when they went to the bathroom?
Man, there was this one fine chick. Her name Marilyn. And she was just at the club. She was at this little lounge, and she was just sitting by herself for a minute. I waited like 20, 30 minutes, and I went up and talked to her. She's like, I don't know, some dude, he stood me up. I'm supposed to meet him here. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come back in 5 minutes. Dude ended up showing up. Lame, corny dude. So they see went outside. I was like, hey, boom, I ain't got a lot of time. Let me get your Instagram. I'm gonna hit you up. I wouldn't stand you up for 20 minutes. I had to throw a little salt in there. I mean, I wouldn't stand you up for 20 minutes. Got an Instagram, and 2 weeks later, I took her out. So
it's a dirty game, Laron. It's a dirty game.
Did you hit?
I can neither confirm or deny that statement.
But here's the thing, Christal. In Shaq's statement, he started out saying, when two people decide. Now, that part I believe in. Like, if two people decide or determine what's cheating in their relationship, they move that way.
Right.
Whatever is. But, I mean, I think we have this general thing that people would assume is cheating, right? But I think just people define their own definition of whatever it is. And anything that they're dealing with in their relationship. So if two people decide that, you know, when we together, we apart. That's not.
There are a lot of people like that. And there are, just like Laron mentioned, with Shaq being a multi-gazillionaire, probably has different rules with certain women than other guys would have. So I think it really is between the two people. But I do think that the definitions, when people are trying to figure out what is, I think it's pretty much like whatever you would not want your partner doing.
Facts.
Right? Because like for me, I know that if Adrian and Mo go out, they're definitely, every time people go out of the house, I don't believe in this whole thing of, oh, we just go out and we just talk amongst ourselves as guys. No, nah. Because I know that being a woman who was single in these Atlanta streets for a long time, there was always a group of guys and guys always want to talk to girls. There is no such thing as we just want to hang out together in a club around beautiful women and not talk to them. BS, because men like being around women, women like being around men. And there's always a group where one guy has a girl, but he doesn't really want to admit that he does because he really wants to be able to be cool. We are all out here. We've all seen it. We've all been on both sides of it. So I know that even if a man is 100% faithful, he still goes out and he just, he's looking around and he still wants to enjoy the sights.
Right. We're not going to the club unless we're going to one of them other funny clubs. As a man, we like feminine energy around, so we don't want to feel like it's in one of those clubs. But to act on, well, yo, what you doing after this? Let's all get breakfast. I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. I'm gonna ask both you guys this. Because I feel like I believe in Chris Rock's theories. Chris Rock had a theory that men cannot outrun kitty cat. It is faster than you all, and it will usually catch you. So let me ask both you guys a scenario, because I've seen this happen numerous times. And I'm not going to ask Gun Boss because I don't even want him to give me a BS answer. So you go out and you are in a relationship. You are cuffed up.
Right.
You're cuffed, right? Now, a group of guys together, group of girls come over. All the girls are attractive. The guys are talking. There's one left. That one is talking to you just because, hey, she's the wing woman, you're the wing man, right?
Yeah.
Now, you tell her what. Well, first of all, let's just start there. What is the appropriate protocol when you are with your friends? You are in a relationship, but your friends got the other girl over in the section, they talking, and so the other girl is just by herself. So you guys end up talking. What is the protocol for that situation?
You want to go first, Mo?
Yeah. I think you can keep it a distance. I mean, you can feel the energy. Like if you feel flirtatious energy, you might find a creative way to bring up your situation, or to see if they got a situation, if you're uncomfortable first, and figure out a way to get it out of them, and then you stay where you're at.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how. I want the women to see how this goes, because I don't believe it happens. I've never seen it happen. Ever.
I'm just telling you.
No, so
first of all, how the girl look?
Yeah, that plays a very important factor in this.
Okay, she looks like you like. She looks like whatever you like. Whatever you like.
And
that's a very important factor.
You got one at home that looks like you like, but this one is different, but looks like you like.
Then that woman I'm with is the devil.
She is trying to take you down. Mm-hmm. And so she gives okay, Mo. So we're gonna do the what is it called? Like when you
mock.
Well, yeah, but it's another word for
it.
Role play. Yeah, we're gonna role play. So so I'm there. I'm the girl. I look like one of your exes, and I say, so well, you look very nice tonight.
I appreciate it. My girl picked out this outfit.
Hey, you gonna ruin the whole night.
No, because that's good. She's very lucky.
Yeah, we both lucky.
Okay. First of all, I call foul on the play. You're full of it. He would not do that.
Listen.
Mo, he would not do that.
my 20s and 30s, I probably wouldn't have. But
you would not do it today.
Huh? No, not today.
No, I'm saying, what would your answer? You would say we're both very lucky.
Yeah. I'm like, how do you know? Let me ask you, how do you know the rest of these ladies? Y'all went to college?
Yeah, we went to school together, and we're just, decided to hang out together tonight.
Okay, so all of y'all single, or
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard out here. Sometimes you just want to, I'm not necessarily looking for anything right now. I'm really focused on my career, and I just, I date when I can, but I just really want to have fun right now.
Okay, like what type of fun? I mean, just hanging out, kicking it, drinks, stuff like that.
Yeah, I like to travel, go to, fun places, like, have friends, especially friends that dress like you, that look like you.
Nah.
Well, for you, but
you said what?
I said I wish I had one of those friends for you. Unfortunately,
I'm talking about you, though. I mean, you could be a friend, right?
Hold on, I think my girl calling me all the.
Laron, my point is, he has no arsenal. He does not know what to do. He's sweating. He took it.
I don't need. That's why she's the devil.
We are just role playing, and you can see how uncomfortable he is with the role play. Imagine if real life.
Because I ain't supposed to be here. They drugged me up. This one's supposed to go like this.
It sounded like you're getting set up, my boy.
I'm the devil.
I'm telling you, but this is what we have to deal with. If you have no course of action, if you don't have a plan, and you don't have a plan, Mo, you don't have a plan. You have no plan, Laron, what are you doing?
See, I'm gonna keep it cordial. If I got a girl, I'm not gonna mention it right away, because then
I'm sure you're not.
Nah. It's a reason, because it's a strategy to this, right?
Okay.
This has been battle tested. When a chick is left out of the group, she gonna ruin it for everybody. So I'm gonna be cool, play it cordial, because remember, I'm the wingman, right? I gotta talk nice to her, da. I'll make her feel special, but I ain't gonna exchange no information, because I need my boys to accomplish the goal.
So what's your Instagram?
Damn, I don't even really be on Instagram like that. I don't really do social media.
I like that.
I don't really even do social media like that. Yeah.
No, I'm making a sidebar. It's about 3 or 4 chicks. I go about to like their picture. This dude already done liked it, and now I don't want to like it.
Thank you, Druzy. Druzy says most chicks got a plan.
Hey, I'll be on Instagram.
They don't have a plan. I know, like, men are unable to deal with a beautiful woman, and especially, this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you, this is what it is, because I know. I am not saying what I don't know. I'm saying what I do know. If you get in a guy's space, and for me, I'm a short person, right? So you're just looking up at him.
Oh, man.
I got one for you, Christal. I got one for you.
Okay.
Same scenario. You just going out. We're going to do brunch. We ain't even going to do a light spot, night spot. It's brunch time. It's here in Atlanta.
I know it's lit.
The New York Knicks are in town. And here it comes. You're in this scenario with your girl, your single friends, and maybe one other married friend.
Okay.
And this guy comes in 220, 6'6", broad shoulders, deep voice, and obviously, and he makes a great deal of money. He walks up to you, all his friends are taken, and he just wants to have a conversation. He's not even trying to holler. Is that considered inappropriate?
No.
So because here's the thing, like, if let's say someone took a picture, if it's not it's not your woman's type, so is it based on the other person, or is it based?
I think in a situation like that, you know your own weaknesses, right? And I'm, you know me, I'm a talker, so I'll talk to anybody and everybody. He doesn't even have to look like that for me to talk to him. I talk to anybody.
You
But
do.
I'm also very clear about, you know, you can give a man energy that you're not open. Men are usually pretty receptive to that. They may keep trying, but if you it's almost like you give them bitchy energy,
Sure.
they will,
Mhm.
short and kind of dismissive, especially a guy like that has a big ego.
But
He's
he
not gonna like it. What?
he on some cool stuff. He's not trying to be intrusive, he's just
Yeah,
there.
well, see, that's why I said I would just have a conversation with him. I'd probably have a good time. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking. I think the problem comes in when the person is flirting. And I know, like we were talking about earlier, a lot of times, to Edna's point, a lot of times women don't care if you're in a relationship or not. So you telling her your girl picked out the sweater, it's like, oh, well, she did a good job because you look damn good tonight. Then what?
Oh, yeah.
Mo gonna fold. Mo gonna fold.
Mo is folding.
But this is considered to the other person looking at it, like your person looking at it, and because like if your person sees you talking to something that's not someone that's not your type, they
Right.
might feel away.
That's
but
true.
See you giving or just engaging with someone that's your type, and it might not mean nothing from up close, but from afar it looks crazy because they know your type. That could be
true, but this is the thing with men that throws that theory out. Yes, with women. But men, a lot of times a man will cheat on a woman with a woman that is not his usual type.
She might just shut up.
When it comes to just, that's why I feel like women, because this is the mistake that a lot of women make. They will look at another woman and think, oh, I don't have nothing to worry about. My man don't want her. Look at her and look at me. But that does not work. And so what I've learned is that you can never assume what your man does or does not like, because that woman, she may not, you may like, I know my man, he likes curves, right? But so if another girl comes in and she's tall and super skinny, some girls, a less intelligent woman would be like, oh, I don't have nothing to worry about. But because I am well versed in the ways of men, I know I still need to worry, because it may not be about her curves. It could be about her talking to him and her making him feel a certain kind of way. And they like to try different things from time to time. So really, it doesn't have anything to do with the type. I know that definitely means, the person is attracted. Like I can look at some women and know he's going to really be, lusting over her or whatever. But it doesn't matter the person's looks, because a lot of times women get hurt because it's like, well, dang, at least he could have cheated up. You don't know what he considers. He might just like what she does or what she says or how she.
The same thing though. If you already got that, listen. As long as she's not ugly and she got a throat, he might go.
I just want to insert this real quick. Black men don't cheat. We're not talking about black men in this situation, okay? Black men do not cheat. We do not cheat. I just want to make that out here.
You and Charlemagne and that whack campaign.
Black men, we don't cheat. I never seen a black man cheat a day in my life.
So at this point, Laron, you're telling us that you're a liar.
I'm telling you that black men don't cheat.
Which is a lie.
I've never seen a black man cheat. I'm
Laron,
just saying my experience.
Laron, Mo, get your guy. That's not even no. So Gun Boss, no, it's not. It is not okay. We're not saying that it's okay for women to talk to men, but not men to talk to women. What I'm saying is, when a person is flirting, I feel like men don't have a course of action when a beautiful woman that they're attracted to is, what's up, Corey, is flirting with them and makes it clear that she doesn't care that he has a significant other. I do think, now, I don't think all of that is because men are just dogs. I think sometimes men don't want to hurt a woman's feelings, but I think it's real easy for them to end up. I know so many guys that are like, well, I wasn't trying to, I didn't go out looking for this. I didn't look for trouble. Trouble found me.
We have to.
You got to be ready for trouble, though.
I mean, I think ego and all the stuff, but it doesn't mean. I think it might throw you off, and you have to adjust and remember what it is and what it's not, because your friends over there will tell your situation. You don't know what your friends that said to the. She be like, does he got a man? Does he got a man? And then you going up there and you lying. So it's always best to, number one, tell the truth anyway, right?
And you could at least say, well, I told her I had a girl, because your girlfriend gonna be like, your woman's gonna be like, what did you say? And if I told her I had a wife up front, she said that, and at least you're in the clear for that. So being honest, but I will say, at least from my experience, a lot of times men will hold that. They will hold that till the very end and be like, yeah, I'm married, but but they're unhappy, or I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. This is you
don't want to like girlfriend bomb somebody as soon as they start talking to you, because then it just makes the situation awkward. Because like that could not be what she wants. You know what I mean? That's why I always say don't lead with that, because it could make the situation very awkward. But if she starts flirting, if she starts flirting, then you could kind of like push it back. But if you just, as soon as the chick say, hi, hey, I got a girlfriend. Hey, look, I did my job. I got a girlfriend. Like,
that would tell me, as a woman, that would tell me that you're weak, and I could probably get you to cheat.
If you say you got a girlfriend, throw it up real quick.
Because if he's like, I got a girlfriend, that's like that means you're weak.
Now,
come try me.
I'm trying. I'm trying to do the best I can. I can't outrun. It's gonna catch me. I can't go too fast.
Right.
And I'm telling you. All right. So let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it another direction. You meet somebody. Both of you guys are single. And Laron has told us that he's dating. He's not going to tell us the extent that he's dating, but he's dating. So, and I know Mo is dating as well. So you date a girl, you're feeling her, you guys go out on a few dates. And then at what point in the relationship are you even asking her, is she going out with other people? Like when do you think it's too soon to say, are you seeing other people? And when do you think it's too soon for a girl to ask you? Because from my perspective, I've always thought when I went out with a guy, I don't ask them on the first date or the second date, who else are you dating? I just try to focus on, do I like you or not? Because to me, sometimes people see that as a challenge, and they just, men have. I don't date women, so I don't know. But with men, they want you to only be dating them, but then a lot of times they're not only dating you. So they'll ask you, are you dating other people, and make a big deal out of it if you are, but then they don't want the same light held up to them as well. So I think that there should be a grace period where you should not bring that up when you guys are just getting to know each other. So how long do you guys think that you're comfortable with that if you really like the person?
Between the first and second time we got intimate.
What?
That's where I was going.
That's how
where I was going.
That's how it normally comes to me. It was like, hey, well, I just want, are you doing? They don't really ask the first time, but between the next time, they kind of like, just kind of put feelers out there and say, hey, are you, and then you can tell the truth. Well, I'm aware of some people that like me, and from time to time we hang out or we go out, but if it was something serious, I probably had been locked in with them already. And that's it.
That's that smooth. That's smooth, Mo. If it was like that, I'd have been locked in with him already. Meanwhile, this girl is trying to do everything she can and feels like she's close to it being locked in.
Well, she might. Other ones, she got a better shot than they do.
That's smooth. That's smooth. What about you, Laron? How soon do you think, and what does that look like? Like before intimacy, because some people are intimate very early. So what does that look like? What would make you feel uncomfortable if a girl asked you and you're like, whoa?
Well, I typically don't ask questions that I don't want to know. So I usually don't bring that up. But when chicks, I think so the issue that I found when dating is that when girls start dating me, they want me to be their man like almost immediately. And like, you take them out maybe once or twice, and then they'll just be like, oh, I really like you, or you talking and I'm like, I was getting women before I met you. Don't think it just stopped. But I just think maybe like I think before when feelings get involved, I think after a couple times, you know, we done got intimate, and I think if I'm making some type of investment in you, like okay, like how many times we gonna go to Komodo? Because you know Komodo that bill is like $200-300. I ain't about to keep doing this when old buddy taking you to Cheesecake Factory and he getting the same results. So you know what I mean? Like,
Y'all really be thinking in terms of the ROI. This is so numerical with you.
Yo, hey, look, don't pay for steak when it's only a hamburger. You know what I mean? So it's just that. So yeah, it's just if we getting intimate, you know, especially if we get to that point where we like doing it raw, like you definitely, and that's you gotta cut everybody out. I don't play that because you ain't about to give me nothing.
So I think like shouldn't that conversation be for my this is just my question as a woman. I always would like to have that conversation beforehand because intimacy, people are dying in these streets. People are sick.
Yeah.
So why would we not have that conversation prior just to gauge it? Now, you don't know if the person's going to be honest with you or not, but I would ask them prior to us being intimate, what does that look like? Because if you guys are just, you know, being intimate with people that could be being intimate, like somebody said, well, Laron, don't you want to know if she's community property?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Before raw, yeah, but
yeah, for sure.
But if you're covered, then you're covered, right?
Yeah, but
well, sometimes it just happens, right? Like when I take chicks out on dates, I don't just be like, "Ooh, yeah, I'm about to hit that after this," unless you know she a freak. Then that's a different story. But like, you know, if it just happened, like I'm never wanting to like bring up sex. It just happens. We're just having a good time, and it just happens. I'm not going to be like, "Hey, you want to have sex?" Like
because
no, if it just happens, so then I guess if it just happens, then the conversation should come after that, right?
If you did it raw, for sure. If not, then
get up. A lot of times when women say it, guys play along because we understand that's part of the process. But when you're saying a bunch of women, it feels like the women get ran off sometimes. It's a turn off when we say it, but when they say it, we got to be understanding.
No, I think men don't like it either. Let me just be clear.
Yeah, but if as a man, if you kind of like, they'd be like, "Oh, he's controlling, he's narcissistic, he's da 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 da," and it's like
a lot of men are. So I'm just be honest because it doesn't matter now because I'm married anyway, so I can be honest about my the way I would never tell a guy because I felt like it was none of his business because I noticed that I'm just saying that might have been wrong. But that's what I did. I just feel like because guys are never okay with knowing that you're dating other people because they're gonna try to figure out what you're doing with the other person. They're gonna try to figure out what that person has compared to them. So I would just stay quiet about whatever I was doing until I was done because I just don't feel like when you tell a man. You said that women are not cool with it. Men are not cool with it. Men are, and a lot of times the man is not ready to be with you only. He just doesn't like the fact that you are seeing other people.
Here's the thing. If you're just coming over to the crib, that's one thing. But we don't want to be, the other guys is hitting it, is just buying you 10-piece lemon pepper wings, and he's getting it. Meanwhile, this guy is going to Morton's.
Yeah, I mean.
Hold up. That's the problem.
The fact that you guys are making it all about the financial investment is why.
Because dating only benefits women. Dating multiple people only benefits women. You got this person spending, this person spending, that person spending, that person spending. If I date multiple people, I gotta think, oh, I gotta spend on her. Dating only benefits women.
So why do men do it? Because usually men are dating more women, more than women are. Men are usually entertaining more women.
You still gotta hunt. You still gotta fish out. Like
obviously, so you can't say that it benefits women because you're hunting. So that's on you, sir. If you want to hunt, you can hunt.
It's the cost of business, huh?
I want to hunt with the 10-piece lemon pepper wings.
Yeah.
I want what he want.
Yeah. Hey, look, I done seen plenty where like I've seen dude take chicks out all these different places. I'm like, man, you ain't gotta do all that, bro. You ain't gotta do all that. You know what I mean?
It depends on what you want and what standards you want to set. So if you are, how are you going to know she went to White Castle with the other day? You wouldn't know. You would not know because, but see, this is the thing. Guys talk, right? But if a guy, when you're dating someone, you may go to Canoe one night. Mm-hmm. And then the next night you may go. For me, I'm not a big foodie at all. So my favorite meal is a slice of New York pizza. So I'm gonna go to Canoe one night, right? Because I like to get dressed up. But then we may go have pizza the next date. So it's not like just because the person is dating, one person's always taking her for lemon pepper wings. If he got her wings because she likes wings, but they went on a boat ride and then that's you just can't figure out.
I wanted the same price, is what I'm saying. This is supposed to be a fair market. It's supposed to be a fair
market value.
I don't want to overpay on this vehicle. Like,
now,
show me the Blue Book. Show me the Kelly Blue Book.
That is wild, Laron. That is wild. The Kelly Blue Book price.
I want the Kelly Blue Book price. If this just costs wings, we're going to get some wings or less. We can get tacos. Like, I'm not taking you.
Okay, so how do you all determine how much you spend on a woman? How do you determine what type of date you create? I don't even want to talk about the finances. How do you determine what type of date you take a woman on? Where does that come from?
I'm just talking shit, Christal. I take women on what I like to do. It don't matter. Yeah. I'm just talking shit.
You're okay with spending because you want to do what you want to do. You're not a lemon pepper wing kind of guy.
I'll definitely fuck up some lemon pepper wings.
You're gonna say that.
A lot of it varies. Your with her, your vibe with her, your connection with her. You roll the dice. You'd be like, yo, I want to do this. Sometimes it's just a timing thing. Sometimes I like her and it don't matter. But if and then you already know that you seen her out, well, you'd be like, man, I ain't doing all that to get the. That's what it is. It varies. It varies.
Especially if you heard like, hey, man.
That doesn't count because that means you're doing it for the wrong reason. You're doing it for the reason of trying to get the return on your investment at the end of the night or eventually.
Yeah. I stopped dating like that. Like once I got like in my 30s, I stopped doing. When I was in my 20s, it's like, yeah, I need that. But
so you're really just dating to
sometimes,
get to
sometimes
sex.
I take a girl on a date because I'm just bored. Honestly, I just need company. I work from home, so I just like, all right, this chick been trying to link up with me. I'll take her to one of my favorite spots. This is where I wanted to go. I just need a little company. So
it varies. It varies.
Yeah, it just varies.
Ooh, you might know she ain't about nothing, but you feel like going out there, so you'll do it. So
but why would you be going out with someone that you don't feel like is worth something else?
Like you say, you just bored and
conversation. One of my other shorties might not be available, so I guess this chick been trying to link for a couple of weeks, so I want to go get some food, and I don't want to sit by myself.
So, okay, let me ask you guys this. We go back to like the dating process. If you're dating with intention, which Laron may not be doing at this moment.
I am. I promise you. I am.
But if you're dating with intention, hey Cherry, what needs to happen on these dates in order for you to start narrowing down the roster? What needs, because really the roster can continue. I got a friend, he is hilarious. It says, I got Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and this is the roster I like. And he's like, I don't care how good the date with this girl is, she's never going to get off a Tuesday. That's just where she's locked in. There's not anything so for women, you think that you could potentially, okay, we're going out and then we're moving towards something. So in you guys' mind, I'm gonna start with Mo because you're probably experiencing a little bit more. How do you know or what needs to happen on this date in order for you to want to go out with her again, and then to start to narrow down, get off of the dating website, to take the profile down and to really focus in and lock in?
The biggest thing for me is consistency. So if I went out on the first date, obviously there's some interest there. And then from there is the connection and how consistent it is. If you're never available, then we're probably never going to get around to it every so blue moon. And you leave it open for other women to get in between, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's consistent and I like you and the energy is good, you're not causing any problems, you're not blowing me up all day, you're giving me my space, but at the same time, you're good morning, handsome, enjoy your day and keep it moving. And then I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing how you move. If you're on social media, how you move with your family, but if you're in the club all the time, and how you move is so important. And how you move in your 20s is different than your 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, can I see myself settling with that? And then you'd be like, not at this point in my life. I'm looking for something else. And if she has that something else, consistency is a key, because you can fake it for a minute.
Yeah, for like the first 2-3 months. Yeah.
You will show your hand. And you'd be like, it's not what I thought I was. I thought it was. So than that, but the energy, are we really enjoying each other's company? We could be out and not enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, that's
out
true.
Laughing, you're not tripping on anything. We have a good time. You're polite to the customer service. I'm like, I could be around this. And then you start selling yourself on it. You'd be like, okay, yeah. Because I was the type, I'm like, once they start liking me, I start finding stuff wrong with them.
Yes.
Hey, women can talk their way out of a relationship, boy.
But that just means that you're not ready.
No, at that time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, at that time, because I remember you would do that. You would just be like, or sometimes the girl, everybody had to get through that representative stage, because she's like being super syrupy sweet, and then that time goes past, she gets you excited about it, and then the real her comes out, or vice versa. Now, let me ask you, Laron, because you are in your 30s, in your early 30s, a lot of girls, it's fun, it's a lot going on. What would you need to see to make you really, what would make it different for you? Because you could go on a date, like you said, you just really want to hang out and just have company. So it could be that the girl is thinking that I'm really building something, and you're just really want to do some company. You know what I mean? So what would you need to see, or what would you need to experience in order for you to say, you know what, wait a minute, I kind of like her. I kind of want to see her again, aside from just
how can she move up?
Yes.
It really would just have to be the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, what's your mind about? Are we talking about, are we just gossiping? Are we talking about TV? Or are we talking about like, okay, these are my goals. This is what I want for my future. This is what I'm doing now. Again, like Mo said, with the consistency, because you can meet a chick, she'd be like, oh yeah, we can hang out. And then the next time she's like, well, I'm not free for another 2-3 weeks. Like in Dallas, 3 weeks is like 3 months. Like I will forget about you easily. So yeah, just conversation, what your goals are. What do you want out of life? I think a lot of times I'll filter out women based off of, they'll say if they don't want any children, automatic X out. Or if they say, oh, I just want to be a stay-at-home wife, it's not for me. Or like, you know what I mean? Like as soon as I hear, oh yeah, my love language is gifts, and I'm just like, I know what you about. But so yeah, just a conversation and seeing if our futures could align. And then consistency. I need a woman that's like soft. I need a woman that's soft. I need someone who's kind, like Mo said. She's not giving attitude. Like I know a lot of times in my age group they think, oh, it's cute for like if they get your order wrong to go snap on the waiter, and that's not cute.
It's not just your age, Laron. They're still doing it at our ages as well.
That tells me like you don't have patience. Because if you have my kid is not going to do everything right the first time, or you're going to yell at him, you're going to berate him, or if that happens. So I'm just looking for great conversation, goals, just kindness, and just softness, to be honest. And then if we have similar interests, then we could, move towards that. And I don't know.
So
I really do think
Marriott brings up a good question, Laron. Let me ask you this, because she said being a stay-at-home wife makes you softer. That is the softest ever. So what is it about a stay-at-home mom that you don't like?
that sounds good. If I was a multimillionaire, it would be the case. But me personally, I'm not in that situation. I know the lifestyle that I want and the lifestyle I want to maintain if I get married and have children. Like, I don't want my life to go down because I have a stay-at-home wife. Now I can't do this, and now I have a kid. It's just the earnest is on me to make more money. No, I need, me personally, may not be for everybody.
Yeah.
I need a partner. I need a partner that's gonna help us maintain this lifestyle, because my salary for myself is great. You know what I mean? It's great. My salary taking care of three other people, two kids and a wife, not so much. You know what I mean?
That's real. That's definitely real. All right.
Ask you this, and this is the part they don't understand. It could change. Like, your situation go up, and she could wind up being a stay-at-home mom. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. They think because you're saying this now, you're based on your situation now. But when they beside every good man is a good woman, if that woman is good and she's working, she's being patient with you while you move up, she can transition into it. She possibly that's what they. So when we saying, "Nah, I need her to work," or "I need a partner," like, it don't mean that's going to be that way forever.
No, definitely not. Especially if you get pregnant. I don't expect my wife to work while she's pregnant. Right. Maybe even like the first 2 years of her having my child. Like, I don't expect that at all. But it's off rip, like, you just wanting to be taken care of, and just, it almost sounds like I'm signing up to be like a slave or something like that. You know what I mean?
Because to me, when I was single, I did feel like a lot of times guys that were attracted to me because I was such a hard worker, I never wanted that, because it's like, I feel like you want to be a slave driver and have it's like, oh yeah, that's great. You're going to bring a lot of money in. I wanted a guy that said, you know what, I'm going to take care of you regardless, because that makes a woman feel safe. I'm not a person that would like to stay at home, but I do appreciate a man saying, I want to make sure I can take care of you. You know what I mean? And that feels good. Let me ask you guys this. So with the situation with dating and transitioning, how long does it take to to cut off the rosters? And Laron, have you ever been monogamous ever?
Oh yeah, though. I mean, shorty, I was ready to die behind her, boy.
How long were you monogamous for? How long did you practice monogamy?
Well, because obviously I was on that show, and the shorty I was dating on the show, like, as soon as, like, I was like, okay, I actually got a real shot, cut off all my other joints immediately. I think it's just when you know, all right, this is the person that I'm gonna be rocking with, you just do it. If you're dating someone and it's just like, I'm not really sure, then you gotta keep a roster, probably. I'm saying for me, I probably would. But if it's somebody that I'm really rocking with, it's like, okay, I want to give 100% of my time and interest to make sure that there's no outside interference. It doesn't take long. I'll probably do it just automatically, because this is the person I want to be with.
No. Mo, what about you?
At this age, it wouldn't take long at all. I just think that because it's always a conversation. I think it's more because I'm just the untrust. If a woman brings it up to me, it could probably happen a lot faster than me bringing it up to her. I probably won't bring it up for a while. But and then I see she's solid, serious, and I'm like, okay, because at this point I done seen what's out there, and I experienced fool's gold and the mirage, and that's why I said, if I'm with someone, I know, because that's always what happens. You will get tested with what you like once you commit.
But I just think I heard some men say that if you have never practiced it, if you've never, like, men say, well, when I get married, I'll be faithful, right? But if you've never been faithful, it's difficult. And my point is, even with me bringing up the little role play that we did earlier, if you don't, oh, you know what? We all do need to go watch the Love Is Blind reunion. Because we're going to talk about it on Friday. But it'll be on Netflix. It's You're Okay, African. You'll be able to watch it. If you've never done it, you may think you can, but then when you get put in a position where the pretty girl is looking up at you and flirting with you, you don't know what to do because you've never actually done it. So I think that we have to, and the same thing for women. A lot of times men will be like, you know, you got a man, that's okay. I like to do this. It's okay for you to have a friend, right? No, you have to know how to handle it, and you have to have a plan, right? You have to have a defense. If you don't have defense, you're all offense, you're going to lose the game.
Master desires. And once you get to that point, you should be able to master your desires before you get into that, and know how to, like, okay, I can sit here and not go out on a Saturday night knowing I can meet somebody. Like, master your desires are not every time you see a woman, you just on pretty woman, you just on go. I think the steps. And if the woman that you're kicking it with, you have that conversation, I think it's an easier transition than cold turkey. The brothers that do
cold turkey does not work.
Yeah, I have the hardest problem. Yeah, you're right.
When you say because I think, and it took me a long time to understand this as a woman. I do think some men really do have good intentions. Like, I intended, I had the best of intentions. I just I didn't know how to handle it. And there's probably not other men giving them advice on how to be a faithful man. With women, it's a little different because, you know, it's not cool. Now it's a little bit different in today's society. But when I was growing up, as a girl, if you were cheating on your dude, you probably weren't even telling your friends. You were keeping it to yourself because your friends would be like, oh, sometimes your friends would go back and tell the dude. I know a lot of times girls would go back and tell the guy. So, but it's cool for guys to be cheating. They almost expect you to be cheating on your significant other. So I think if a man has never done it, he's never seen it, it can be it sounds good. Like, I'm going to get married. I love her. I'm going to be a faithful man. But how do you do that how do you stay faithful in a room full of hoes? In the words of Kanye.
Well, here's the thing.
I think you just got
fellas get, like, when you date women in their 40s, because the women in their 40s don't want to be old hoes. So I'm saying she should be done by. She don't want to be looked at as the whole.
You have offended half of the chat tonight and myself, Mo.
They are not. None of y'all are old hoes. I don't believe that.
Or are they? I'm just bullshit.
I hate to y'all. None of y'all are like that.
I'm just bullshit.
Not this chat.
This chat is full of upstanding, beautiful, strong, independent, educated women.
Right.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
If you still a hoe and you in your 40s, God bless you.
God bless you.
African says, easy. Would you get free haircuts every day for the rest of your life from different barbers, or would you invest in one good barber?
One good barber.
Who's gonna
should be fucked up? Like, nah.
But you see how men are more loyal to their barbers.
But here's the thing. You know why? Because their barbers are consistent.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Because they know they're gonna get their line right. They ain't gonna push their stuff back. Everything. That's the reason why you pick a barber. That same thing every time. He's gonna get you right. So ladies, get your man right.
What you gonna do when the pretty girl is looking up at you and your friends are talking to her friends? What you gonna do then?
F that lady. I don't care about that lady. I got a good barber at home. Just don't walk around go to somebody just because they got some clippers. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
She said, you ain't got no line, Mo.
That's because the barber pushed my stuff back, and that's when
the barber push it back.
She know your farmers.
Your jeans pushed it back.
It sure did.
No, but it really, I mean, seriously, I think both sides, if you can't, hey, if you haven't done it, it's definitely not something that will come naturally.
I think you
Something
need
that you have
to
to work
change
at.
I think you need to change your environment and just start changing who you hang with. I think more couples should hang with couples. Like I don't when I'm dating someone, I don't like the girl I'm dating to be hanging around with like a bunch of her single friends, especially if you know, like, I know that girl probably out there. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't really be hanging with her no more because she might be in a situation you just said where she out, some dudes just walk up. Oh, hey, this me and my homegirl. Yeah, she's single. Da, da,
All
da,
the
da.
next
Can you
shit.
buy us some drinks? Start looking
What
up, like
about
you
you
said.
though? But Laron, it's not realistic to think that when you get in a relationship, you're going to let go of your friends.
I understand that, but again, I think you should start limiting things. If you know your friend is a hoe, you should not hang with her. If I know my homeboy pulled a bunch of chicks, and every time I go out with him, I'm gonna be around a bunch of chicks, I'm probably not gonna be hanging with him too many times if I'm in a relationship because now you forcing me to cheat at this point.
That's fair. That's fair.
But here's the problem: the women will tell you about their whole friends and then go out with them immediately.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, well, she a hoe. She fucked a guy that she just met out of the club.
That trust.
And you hanging out with him.
Guys do the same thing. I remember a guy would go out and be like, man, we went to Florida for the state game, and my friends was buying, because that a lot of times there's girls that are selling and sharing their goods. And guys will tell you what their friends are doing. In fact, they will tell you to make it seem like, because what men will try to do a lot of times is try to make it seem like if I tell on my friends, it's me and you talking about him. No, and I'm thinking, what were you doing when they were buying the
What's your catch up, bro?
What he's really doing is telling you about him, but he's deflecting it to them. That's the
Oh,
game.
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
Never trust the dude that tell on his friends like that because that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
that's the same thing with the girl. You just said a girl will tell you about her friends. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's what we're saying. We agree with you. That's what we say.
I just want you to know it goes both ways. It goes.
I remember I was with this chick, right? Like 2-3 years ago, and she was telling me about her homegirl and what she did all for like Halloween, and they got like stuck at a Halloween party. I ended up like picking them up, and then the homegirl get in the car, and homegirl tipsy, and she just blurred out like all the stuff they did and who they was with, because the girl told me she wasn't with nobody, it was just with a bunch of girls. And then all of that, when the homegirl in the car, she's like, yeah, we was turning up, and I'm like, what you just said, you know what I mean? So hey, look, women be lying, and when they say something about their homegirls, they in them activities too, because what's the odds? You got 5 women and 4 out of 5 are hoes, and it's just that one good girl. What's the odds of that?
Possible. There's 5 there. Trust me.
Can we please stop saying that? Because are we equally as upset and irate when the men are have that same definition? Because it almost seems like guys expect their guy friends to do it, and it's not bad. But
I don't date men, so I don't care what a guy does.
Exactly, but I'm just saying it has to go both ways. So if you get in a relationship, you're not going to stop hanging out with your single friends.
I'm not.
If they always into some women, I probably would. I'll probably see them once in the blue, but
you can't hang out with Mo.
Hey, you ask Gumball. I'm
just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Back and I'm watching. Because I stopped meeting women in them environments. I'm cool on that.
No, you can't hang out with today's Mo. Mo, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, next time I come to Atlanta, we might have to travel back in time, man.
He want me to bring the old Mo out. Bring him out.
We might have to travel back in time, man.
No, if he does bring him out, he should go to. I thought he was going to go to Dallas. You were thinking about going up there. If
Oh,
you
you
bring
should
it out,
definitely come to Dallas.
you go there and bring out the old Moe, but then you come back home and stay in the new Moe. You don't do that here at home. You play outside.
So you're right now telling all the women that
No,
what you're doing right now.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
All the women, you're really saying, listen, do your whole stuff on the girls' trip. I know this.
I don't know things that girls' trips are all about. That is not true.
A lot of women, trust me, Atlanta is a destination, or at least it was a destination for girls' trips. I've been with, man, listen.
Well, no. Atlanta is not where me and my girlfriends would want to travel. That's
y'all live there. That's different. Y'all
no. Even before, like that's you want to go out of the country. You want to go to an island.
You want to go somewhere where you can't get caught.
If you do have some activities, you would want to go to like Jamaica or the island or something. You don't want to do that at home. Nobody. What the grandma said? You don't. It's where you eat. Like you don't do that. You go out someplace where you're not going to see the people the next week. I'm just saying.
Well, look at her new friend that just popped up with the dude with the shirt off. Him.
No, I think that every couple, we'll wrap this up. I think every couple has to figure out what is okay for them. And some people may feel like, I've heard girls say they'll be upset if their guy likes a picture on Instagram. Now, if your man is liking the same girl's picture, he's sending her a message. He's not just liking the picture, he's sending her a very direct message. When guys are liking the heart and the pictures, that's a very direct message that I'm thirsty.
No, you can just be drunk one night and just like, oh, I like this. You know what I mean?
That's thirst. It's thirst. And as a woman, you know what it means. You know exactly.
My ex used to get on me about that all the time, boy.
No, if you're gun boss, I go out of town for work. Jeez Louise. No, but if you like a girl's picture, I'm telling you, as a woman, that says especially if you like a bunch constantly, then you look thirsty. And it's cool because we like thirst. But I'm just saying you look thirsty. And the same
between flirt and attraction, because if she's attracted to him, is it thirsty then?
Yeah, it's still thirsty because it lets you know you got the upper hand. But if a guy is liking all your pictures, then you know that he's more into you than you're into him.
Is that vice versa too?
Yeah, what girl likes? I mean, yeah, when girls like
that's definitely.
Once
the chicks start liking all my stuff and sending me all these laughing emojis off of jokes I be posting, I'm like, oh, I got it. That's in the bag.
Exactly. Because liking a picture, this is the crazy thing. This lets me know that not only do you want me to know that you like everything, but you don't care about the rest of the people that follow me knowing that you like it too.
And if they in the comments, they're in the comments, boys. Like, oh yeah, this
so I'm saying, like, when a girl does that, like, I know as Mo's friend, when I see a girl that likes all his pictures or like all this, and I know she does not have a chance because he's not going to take her seriously because she's super thirsty.
This is true.
Yeah, I know. It just says that we're not on the same level. As a human instinct. Oh, you like me that much? Well, I can't possibly like you that much back. So you could be a fan. You're welcome. You are welcome to be a fan, but you're not going to be somebody that takes seriously.
Right. There you go.
Fan.
You don't like your chicks ready to die behind you, Mo?
What happened?
You don't like your chicks ready to die behind you?
We gotta get like
if she hasn't met you, but she's just liking all the pictures with hearts, it's a very desperate thirst.
Hey,
and that's
you like a desperate thirsty woman, Laron?
No, but I do like my chick ready to die behind me.
But
that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. Gun Boss knows I'll die behind him. He knows that we're not all day, every day.
But they grew to that.
We grew to that. I didn't. So when he first reached out to me on Facebook, what if I had Gun Boss, if you're still here, answer this. What if when you reached out to me, I had went to your Facebook page and put hearts and liked all your pictures? That is weird stalker behavior. What if I had done that? There are so many girls that do that for, well, I don't know now, but I know when Mo used to be on Instagram at first.
No, he caught my attention, and that's a good way to do it, though.
It definitely is. But what would you, Gun Boss, what would you have thought if I went in there and liked all your pictures before we even had a second conversation? After the first conversation, if I went through there and went through all your pictures, because that's what some people do. They go through all your old pictures.
Yeah, the old ones, yeah.
And like everything. He said, easy come, easy go. See? It's just, you're not going to take that person seriously. They too thirsty, too fast, too much. And I'm not going to block you, Druzy, but I will automatically just feel like, okay, he's a fan.
And this is before you met them, right?
Even if you talk to them one time and they go out of their way to be that thirsty, that's just a bad sign.
Yeah.
But like every other post after that, and they just liking that. I don't got no problem with that.
Yeah, like if it's like, okay, I'll post a picture from now on, like you've met me. If I post a picture and you like my picture, that's cool. But going back to the way back, yeah, that is kind of creepy.
Yeah, Adrian said it was a hit and go if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't go back no more than 2 weeks on anybody's picture.
No reason to like every picture like that. That's just it is psycho. I agree. See, that's it's psycho behavior. It's psycho. So I'm sure no one in our chat is doing that.
I hope not.
I'm certain, because that's not how we are here. The XO family is not like that. But if you've done that in the past, stop it.
If you're just trying to have a good time, you might kind of, you don't want to psycho. Never mind.
You just want to if you want to have a good time, that's cool. That's cool.
But they don't usually be worth it though, man. You know what I mean? They end up being crazy. Next thing you know, they start heating tires, trying to live. They got damn doing bullshit. I don't have time for that. I don't got time for that no more.
Now Laron sounds like he's been there before.
Man, I done had chicks win on me because I don't want to date them no more. I'm good.
And as a man, it's hard to respect a man that's playing himself for you before he's even gotten anything.
Oh yeah. As a dude, you look like you look weak. You look yourself.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you. They be like, yeah, he don't get hoes. He don't get no hoes.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Right. Complain about you having them. They wouldn't like you as much if you didn't. That's what I'm saying.
No, they don't. Women like men.
That's part of the attraction. Is that the fact that you can get them?
Both sides, because nobody wants to be. Y'all's ego does not want to be with a girl that you think nobody else wants.
I couldn't be with a dub, but yeah.
Laron, we know you want. You came on here last time talking baddie this, baddie that. I need a baddie. I need a baddie. I need a baddie. So we know you want somebody that other people are going to be like, yo, Laron, I see you. I see you, Laron.
But
that's definitely how it be though.
And that makes a man feel good. If a man's ever walked into a room, you open the door for the woman, she walks in, and you see the other guys, even if they're on a date, kind of, the look. You'd be like, yeah, okay.
That's me right there.
But then when you do it, and everybody be looking at your girl even slightly, you be like, I might be with the hold up. Because that's the thing. You see it, and the guys in their eyes be like, damn. Then they see you, and they be like, damn, she with a dude. And that kind of makes a man feel good. I ain't gonna lie.
But what men do, which is hilarious to me, men will look at your dude and look him up and down.
Yeah.
And if they don't feel like he's worth it, they will try it. And they will let you know, hey, what you doing with him? It is so disrespectful the way men do, because what they do is they kind of gauge what the value of the other man. They look at his shoes,
Mhm.
they look at his watch, they
Mhm.
look at what he's driving, and
Mhm.
they decide if they feel like, okay, all right, she cool, she cool, good for him. Or if they be like, as soon as that nigga go to the bathroom,
Hey, look. Hey, the game is treacherous, my boy.
Right. I could upgrade. What?
they will tell you. I told you, Laron. I gave an example. I was on a date with somebody, and my ex came over and started talking to me on the date.
Nah.
He did
Yeah.
not respect the new guy. It was horrible. And
I
I
hope he
couldn't,
put it
I
down.
couldn't say, he was just like, I was like, oh, why don't he leave? But he was just like, corny. It just,
It's
See?
now that's most guys just think it and don't say nothing, but when the dude act on it, that lets you know the dude you really with is corny.
that is
Yeah.
that's the worst one. She said, one time I had a man, a complete stranger, state to me out loud in front of my ex and say, you know it ain't him. Man,
That's crazy.
that's wild.
That's,
That's disrespectful.
hey, the date over. The date is over.
But that happens. I have seen it. I have been on the other side of it.
I did it at 112 in the nightclub, and I saw her sitting down. He couldn't see me where the angle was on. I was like, "You with him?" And she was like,
Hey,
I'll be in the bathroom and exchange information and came right back. Because when I seen him, I was like, I would, because what we're really saying is, I give you more credit than that. And you disappoint me.
Yeah, fact.
So messed up.
Hey, once he hit you with that, that means she was ready to go, bro. She like,
I know
she do at the moment.
Oh,
the best I can do at the moment.
I
Hey.
know the guy was not wrong, African, because anytime a man says that, he knows something that you don't know. Because you may think that your guy is okay, but you could tell how other men treat him. That's how you really know. My godmother told me that. She's like, watch how other men treat him. If other men kind of son him or ignore him.
Because you know what we do? If you ever watch two men when they meet each other, this is weird, but it's true. The first thing that we do is look at each other's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched men's behavior is hilarious to me.
Got some old crazy, you be like, oh, not okay.
They look at a mother man's shoes, and as soon as the woman walks by, they look at her butt. It is crazy the way y'all just they'll wait, and I catch them all the time, and it cracks me up because it'd be like some will try to be cool with it, but the head is turning, it's on a swivel, and it's checking it out. But some just don't even care. They just the ones that just look without even trying to hide it. They thirsty. You don't want that.
You didn't even gotta worry about
ready to be faithful. But even the faithful ones be like, it's a step back and assess the situation. And yes, I see you do it.
Because when we see you with something that matters, it's kind of like I can see that.
I want to be a man.
But I don't like it.
I want to be a man.
Come say hello. Gun Boss is here. I don't like it, but I do see it. And then he tries to act like he didn't do it, but I saw it. I saw it already.
We ain't trying to get you in trouble, Gumball.
Look, hey, I do it, brother.
Paul, what up?
What up?
What up?
I don't like it.
What up, Ron? What's up, man?
Good. I ain't never see you do it, Gumball, so I don't know.
She's just making up stuff.
You just sat here and acknowledged honestly that you did it.
I look at your butt. That's how.
Whatever, Adrian.
He's married, not blind.
There you go. Exactly.
That goes for any man, though.
That's any man.
Goes for anybody. Period.
Hold on, that goes for any man. If a man, I'm gonna tell you like this: if a man is not, if you're in a room and you see beautiful and there's beautiful women around or whatever like that, if you don't look at the opposite sex or whatever, there is something wrong with you. You know that
maybe he's just so happy with his significant other that he doesn't want to look at other people.
I mean, well, baby, I look at you all the time.
He gonna look at the floor?
What?
He gonna look at the floor?
Maybe he just doesn't.
Now but here's the thing: it's seeing and responding. If a woman comes, and we had
but see, you know what? I would say with him, I couldn't even tell when we first met that he looked at me. So I know with him, I could tell when he's doing it, but he's very respectful. He just takes in the whole situation. He doesn't like I remember one time I was walking with the guy I was dating. This was in high school. and a girl walked by, and he did a whole, and I was like, I got angry. But then, hey, Corey said, "What's up?"
Oh, what's up, Corey?
But then later, I was on my college campus, and there was a couple. No, I was in a grocery store, and a couple walked by me, and the guy did the same thing, and the girl did like that. Sorry, babe. Sorry. She hit him. But so I'm saying it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when you're with your dude or when somebody else is looking at you. But there's a way to be respectful. You don't need to turn around. If you're gonna turn around, there you go. But women, we're not obvious with our looks.
Don't mean you ain't looking.
I never look. I don't look. I don't look at all. I don't see what I am. I never have to look.
The lies you tell. The lies you tell.
I don't look.
Look.
Gun boss catching strays. he is a whole problem. So he does it on purpose. But I see, especially when you go out to the.
I just be minding my business, man. I keep trying to tell Mo. The last time me and you went out, did we not just chill, laugh, and watch the game?
That's a fact.
Also tried to hook him up with a girl.
That's because I know Mo is single.
Okay, but do y'all see that? Do y'all see the inconsistency that we just heard here? He said we didn't do anything but watch the game, and then I said, but I remember you told me you hooked Mo up with a girl, so obviously you all were checking out girls.
I didn't. No, I happened to be sitting next to the wall.
Hold on. Say Mo.
He's kicked out. I'm kicking him out.
I happened to be sitting next to one. And I said a few words about the Olympics and kept it, and he was just like, "Go further," because he was like.
The point is. It was not just watching football. Whenever men are out, whenever women are out, they're always looking at the opposite sex.
So let's go back to a question that you said earlier today, right? You said that if Mo said if a 6'6" dude, 200,
oh, yeah, you remember that?
200 some pounds, right? If he walks in and he's with his homeboys or whatever, and he's like the what's he called, the wingman, right? The wingman, right? And he comes up and talking to you. You gonna what are you gonna say?
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna say anything. Mo said wait.
Go ahead.
Wait, Mo said that the guy wasn't trying to flirt, he was just having conversation.
Okay. So my thing is this: if the guy is having a conversation with you, right? Mm-hmm. Is that cheating?
No.
So let's reverse the roles, right? So if a guy is a wingman and a girl comes up and she's just having a regular conversation, mm-hmm. right? Is that guy cheating?
No. Now, but I just said what I told Mo. If she's flirting,
no. But it's no flirting involved. There's no flirting.
Flirting is always involved.
So men flirt too.
So the only thing that makes it different.
I'm just saying though. That's only right though, right?
That's the only thing that makes it different. They're not flirting, but just so happens to be your type.
And just have a conversation.
The point is, with either sex, no. With either sex, it's fine as long as you know the person is not flirting. But let me tell you this: the crazy thing is, the best game is acting like you're not flirting. Period. Right. So just having regular conversation. If you because Mo taught me this. He was like, I just compliment something that's not personal, and that makes the girl comfortable. Now she feels like he's not gonna be like, dang, you got a fat butt.
Don't tell me all my. Come on.
Okay, so
I'm saying,
and this is for the chat too, and they can ring on this. Let's just say, like, if you're out at this 6'6" dude that's 200 and whatever pounds is talking to you, right? Mm-hmm. And I just happen to walk into the building. Hold on. You have just met him.
Yeah.
And I don't walk up to you. I just sit there and observe. And you're doing, and let's just say that he says something funny. You're like, ha, 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 right? Mm-hmm. And then I walk away, right? Mm-hmm. Now, vice versa, if you walk into a place where I'm at and I'm sitting there just conversating with a female and she says something funny or I say something funny and we're laughing, ha, 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 would you think I'm cheating?
No.
Okay.
Mo, do you remember the time when I told you to come out to the
Hey, I don't remember no time, nothing.
But C-Dub says the game is the anti-game. That's exactly the truth. So a lot of times it doesn't, if the person is not flirting with you, they're just having conversation. They may ask you some questions because that's women fall for that all the time. he seems interested in what you have to say, but he's not being blatant with the compliments. He's being like, "Oh, really? So you do that?"
My game, unassuming. Stop doing that shit.
Mo, I need you to get that amnesia back.
No, but it's true. It's African says the people that have a challenge with talking to the opposite sex is really concerning. How do you talk to people in corporate America or outside? That's true, but because I talk to everybody, so I'm just a talkative person. And he is as well.
I'm not.
You are, but if a lot of times I just think you just have to have a plan, a defensive plan of action if the conversation goes to a place that could be dangerous. You have to know how to handle yourself. And a lot of times, even with a woman, I would say both sides. If a man is attractive, got, very resourceful, it could be difficult to be like, okay, I need to make sure to nip this in the bud so he knows that I'm not open. I think women do it better than men do. Because I feel like men, in the words of Chris Rock, cannot outrun a beautiful woman. That's
if you got somebody most times. If you're
they don't. You're right. Men don't care.
I'm gonna tell you like this. For me, right? When I'm with someone, I'm with someone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how flirtatious a woman can be or whatever like that. I let it. How
are you gonna turn her down?
You do turn her down.
How?
Look, first of all,
I don't because. You got no resources. You have no plan.
I do have a plan.
What's your plan?
Once you continue to be extra flirtatious with me, is a cutoff.
What if she slides in your DM is like, I met you the other night?
There's no sliding
DM.
Well, because it's not hard to find it's not hard to find somebody's DM, somebody's Instagram. Say Adrian and his army buddies are out, right? Her girlfriend is talking to his best friend. She gonna have his information. All you gotta do is go to Adrian's friend's page. You can find him super easy.
That's
not dirty. That's just real. That's how people do.
But if people do that or whatever, if you already set limitations from the time that you spoke to them and they slide into your DM or whatever like that, that tells you right then and there they ain't up for nothing. They ain't no good or whatever like that.
Oh, they're up for something.
Oh, they up for something. But the thing of it is that's the responsibility of the person to say, okay, you know what though, this person will slide into my DM or whatever, delete, and then you call your homeboy and say, hey, bro, tell your girl her friend to stop fucking with me. Oh, excuse my French, but stop doing that because I'm married and I told her that from the get-go. That's how you handle that situation.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, Adrian. That do sound good. I don't know if it's gonna lay down quite like that, but you can say
no. But more, that's
but
say
the girl is very pretty with a nice body.
I don't have time for that because all you're gonna do is you bringing mess to your household. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You bring a mess to your household, so why would you want to entertain?
I just never see men be that cut and dry and harsh with a beautiful woman.
That's just how it is. That's when you know you got a real one. When you got somebody, when you out there, when you have some guy that's out there entertaining some stuff like that, that means he ain't real. You need to go and cut him loose. If you got a dude that's going to be straight up with a female or whatever and say, hey, look, I'm married. I keep my ring on. I got tattoos. I got all of this. This is my love of my life. But I can conversate with you all day long. But that's just the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the end of it. But if she slides into my DM talking about, oh, yeah, I had a good time the other night. Okay, well, thank you. And delete. You understand what I'm saying? And then call your homeboy and say, hey, man, hey, you got to tell your girl.
I think she set me up. I wouldn't trust it nowhere.
No, I mean,
that's what I would be thinking. This is too easy. I was thinking it's a setup.
Yeah, it's too easy, right? Women don't. Yeah, nah.
But you know what the real thing is though? The way that most people end up in a situation is they have access to the person. Laron, you work from home, so you wouldn't have that. But the workplace is hell. So you go to work and you guys are interacting, you guys talk, you're friends, you develop a relationship. Next thing you know, that is the access to people is how people end up slipping up. That's work, not necessarily the club, because you're in a club, you know what people are out here doing.
But the thing is, baby, a strong-minded person and a strong-minded relationship is not going to allow for outside entities to come in.
But how come it never really happens? Very seldom.
Well,
No, we good. We good. But you're right. And listen, some women like married men, especially now. That's the culture, right? So and some women just like to be able to say, you think you got a good man, but guess what? I got a picture of him. You know what I mean? Like women like
the dating.
See, those sit next to you naked in the parking lot for lunch. Exactly.
The thing about today's dating world is that most women, especially if you got a good man or whatever like that, most women want to try to have one up on that woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But like Laron said, like sometimes a guy just wants to be able to say, I got his girl. I got, you know, it's not even so much about the girl as it's about just being able to say, that dude thinks he's all that. I was able to grab his girl. It's an ego stroke. And women are the same way.
But the thing of it is, just like like I tell you all the time, it all boils back down to social media because of the fact that everybody have access to everybody.
That's true. Right. Or you'd have to be at work. But work is a
because you're at least there 40 hours. You get to know someone over time. Then all of a sudden buy you lunch and overtime, and they get, you know.
And you guys have the same, like you have similar interests. I'm coming back.
No, I'm just saying though. Let's me and you go do some late night dinner.
You know what?
Hey, yo.
Tell me heads in beds, but no, I think that, you know, Adrian did bring up a good point. You do have to. It is about a strong mind, like Mo says, like mastering your desires. If you can't master your desires, eventually you're going to end up messing up because it's going to come to you. It's going to come.
Right.
It's going to come.
Before you get in the relationship, not during.
It's going after. As soon as you make that, as soon as you say, "This is what I'm doing," I feel good about it. Be like, really?
Devil
now we gonna see.
Want to show up? I'm telling you.
Hey, the most time I run into like bad chicks is when I'm already with somebody.
Exactly.
And it just happened like that for some reason.
It's always the person that you always like, that y'all could never link up. They come back around when you get in a relationship. That's just how it is.
I always liked you. Oh, really? Why you ain't tell me that?
Right.
Yeah,
do it.
They can just smell when you're happy, boy. They can just see it all on you. Oh, he's smiling too much. He must got a woman.
Well, I also think that when you're in a good relationship, that confidence and that happiness, it does radiate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so some of it is just natural. People just see it and it's like they want to be around it. Oh, he's looking good lately. You know, he's taking care. He looks good. It's like Jamrock says, it's a test from the universe. It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
You calling them and then you stop and they see your routine switched up and you ain't really got time for them no more. Then they start be like, hold up, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
And then they feel like, well, why? What is it about her? Right. So I got to prove that, you know what I mean? Then it becomes a challenge and it's not even really about the person.
I told you what I told the one chick. I was like, she's everything I wanted you to be. Because she asked me.
I know that hurt her ego bad, boy. Sheesh.
Mo likes doing that. He loves taking reducing someone. He's petty like that. He is petty like that. Hey, but now we've been on here. It's 10 o'clock. We know it's a work night. We got to. He did say that to someone, Sunny Rain. Mo is he's cool, but he is treacherous with the tongue.
Hey,
them Scorpios sting.
Hey, Mo, when your birthday?
Tuesday.
Shit, my birthday Sunday.
That is right, you're a Scorpio.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
We should have had a happy birthday to Laron. You guys go show Laron some birthday love. We'll definitely have to do something to just make sure that our channel wishes Laron a happy birthday. So Friday we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about Love is Blind and Bell Collective and all that good stuff.
It's out right now. Watch the reunion, Ready to Love. Love is Blind. Part.
Love is Blind reunion. You know what, Laron? I asked one of the girls from Ready to Love if they thought that people on Love is Blind had a better chance of finding love than Ready to Love. So, have you watched Love is Blind at all?
I have not, but I've heard of the concept. They just they don't get to see each other. They just get to talk to each other.
Do you think that there was a real possibility of people having connections? Because your season was wild. It wasn't nobody really serious, But
No,
do you
I think
think that there's
But
a real opportunity for people to really find a real love connection on Ready to Love?
I think if the producers didn't meddle, oh, that's not me. I think if the producers didn't meddle, I think a lot of the situations y'all saw where like things went left is because the producers were meddling.
Yeah.
Like if they would have just let us truly enjoy each other instead of trying to create storylines, then I think we would have. Because I mean, this a couple that's still together a year later, and it was people who genuinely did like each other, but we were just placed in situations probably that we'll never be in. And number two, like even when we tried to leave, they forced us to be there. So it's a very tense situation. I don't know if you ever get like angry when somebody tries to grab you. It brings out a lot of emotion. So you get this. It was a lot of meddling. So for people not to be able to see each other, I'm guessing. Sorry, that's not my card doing that. But for them not to be able to see each other, then they actually genuinely get to know each other. I think they probably had a better chance.
Yeah. Rob, somebody asked which Ready to Love couple from your season is still together?
I think Justin's still with old girl. Yeah, I think Justin's still with old girl. Last time I heard,
oh wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
But
that is surprising. Well, we wish people are wishing Laron and of course Moe and C-Dub a happy early birthday. You can come back and wish Moe a happy birthday on Friday because we will be back on Friday.
Yes,
and then we'll be celebrating. So you're coming to, it's not this weekend. Is it this weekend, the party? It's Saturday?
This Saturday.
It is Saturday. Okay. Woo. So Saturday, we'll have pictures from Moe will be out celebrating. So we'll make sure we share those here as well. But make sure you guys check out with us. Laron, thank you for hanging out with us. This was fun. Having you here was great.
Thanks, brother, for being available.
Of course, I always got y'all.
What are you planning to do for your birthday?
Great question.
So this weekend I'm actually not celebrating because I'm going out to Houston with Rashid from the Houston season. And we're throwing a masquerade party. So I got all the guys from my season going down. We're going to go to Houston and celebrate with Rashid because it'll be his birthday too.
Okay. So you are celebrating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, man. I'll be teed up.
Well, we wish you a very happy birthday. We also want you to keep checking in with us and let us know how it goes. Let us know when you have been officially cuffed.
I mean, I got a better chance of me winning the lottery, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we appreciate him hanging out with us. You guys, please go and show Laron some love. Laron, are you Laron91 still on Instagram?
Yeah, that's still me.
Okay.
Hey man, make sure y'all go cop y'all some of this champagne.
Okay.
This 50 cent new champagne. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and cop some of this, man, and get some of that Branson that he got. It's the cognac. It's really good.
That's what's up. Well, it looks like that. You are a bottle boy, so we know that you like.
I ain't no bottle boy.
You like you like the pop bottles. I know.
Oh, okay. That's a difference between. Hey.
Yeah, no. You're not bringing it out with the fireworks on it. No.
Pop bottles.
Pop bottles. He likes the pop bottles. He's definitely got some prepared. Laron, well, do you have and 50 Cent, he does not drink or smoke or anything like that. And he's actually celibate, which is crazy because he is promoting people to do things that he does not do. Mo, we will be back on Friday and then we will be partying on Saturday.
That's a fact.
Yes, it is a party where everyone has to wear pink.
Yeah, now, mind you, this is my cousin's birthday. Me and her were born on the same day. She's celebrating too. This is not my pink party.
I thought you was doing the camera thing. You was going to show up with the
but that's not my theme. That's her theme. I'm just showing up.
But we're gonna celebrate. So y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Leave a comment in the chat. Let us know what was your most memorable Halloween costume. You know, go ahead and leave those. If you're watching this on the replay, leave those in the chat. Make sure that you don't leave tonight's conversation without liking and subscribing. If you're watching this in the replay, you can make sure that you like and subscribe as well. And lastly, we will be back again, like I said, Friday at 10 o'clock.
The reunion we can talk about. Y'all know
Watch the reunion so we can get into it. We love y'all. See you on Friday at 10.
Peace.
Bye.
How do I do